It's an interesting situation because in reality, we've never really been in this type of
Good
situation.
point.
Like we've had players who have been through this academy, and as time went on, they have improved thoroughly. Like you've seen, like we mentioned with Brennan and Mark. But a kid who, the moment he arrived at this academy, you saw the hype, and
Hmm.
every single year he just continues to improve, and like his skill level is at like an 18-year-old kid probably, but
Yeah.
he's 14, so that's what the tricky part is
It looks
about
every
this.
bit of 14.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I think for the union, I don't think you kind of I don't think you put the training wheels on this one. I think it's a unique situation where I think that because you know what the talent is, you have to move with what the talent level is. So if you feel as if he is better than what MLS Next Pro quality is, you have to bring him up.
You have to.
I genuinely believe you have to bring him up. I know he's 14, and I know that that's really young, but I think that you're going to have to bring him up. And the thing is, too, like these kids, when they are, yeah, I guess these kids, when they're with the union, with the senior team, they could still play for the Union 2 team. I think a two-way player like that early on, because he's obviously not going to get those consistent minutes. So being able to play a little bit with Union 2, getting those consistent minutes, that's going to be the crucial part. That's always the crucial part too. And that's why you don't want to sell them off possibly a little too early to Europe, because consistent minutes is big. We talked about
Hmm.
Paxton Aronson as well.
I think on the other side, something else to keep in mind. I know, Dan, you're mentioning if we try to hide him, there's a chance he never plays for the Union senior squad. So I think even bigger than that, if Cavan Sullivan is really this good, that he
Mhm.
has the potential to go play internationally with a club like PSG or Real Madrid, and the Union are keeping him on Union 2, and he's not playing with Union 1, then what happens when he realizes I'm undervalued? There does come a point where athletes feel as though I am not in a best spot for my talent to shine and prevail and take that next step. I'm getting
Mhm.
held back. And they don't value me as a talent. They're putting other players ahead of me, regardless how old they are. They're putting other players ahead of me that I'm more talented than. I'm going to go somewhere else where I can thrive and I can be in a team that I can be able to take that next step in my career. So you can't hide him in the sense if he's deserving and gets to that point where he needs to be on Union 1 for as talented as Union 2 is, that's gonna actually push him out the door more. It's kind of like you're trying to hold back a caged bird.
Yeah.
Like let him fly. If he's good enough to play in the MLS in a year, he should be playing in the MLS, even if he's only with the Union for that 1 year. And then another club offers him something and he's out the door. But you can't hold him back because now it's gonna leave a sour taste, a bad relationship, a bad experience, because realistically he's gonna know, okay, I'm with Union 2, for example, or whatever team he's on, and I'm dominating. I'm not
Mhm.
getting challenged. I'm not getting better. I'm going to go somewhere where I can get better. So I personally think at the end of the day, if his talents are what we are expecting and what everyone's talking about, get him now, whether it's preseason, getting him some time with the first team, or just throughout the course of the season. Like, at least you want to keep him excited and
Yeah.
eager about the Union. And
Mhm.
even it's as simple as getting some minutes and practice, some practices here and there, getting a couple times where you get to be rostered with the Union senior squad. And now he's starting to get that taste that, okay, this team wants what's best for me, and they're going to give me opportunities. And so this is a place I can grow as a boy, as a talent, to become whatever that next level is, because you're not keeping him for 10 years. It's not practical. So instead, make this a great experience for everyone. Make sure he's getting challenged and playing at the level he deserves to play at. So
Yeah.
I know, Jose, you're saying folks are telling you that he's been incredible with the Union too. That's all we hear. Yeah. I mean, just like you, Jose, we've all heard that. That's all we keep hearing is that this is a generational talent. This is a Captain America situation where he can be the next big name in the world, not just with the Union or in the MLS, in the world. And if Cavan Sullivan is really that good, you want him to have a positive experience with the Union that he can look back on. Let's say he's winning World Cups or in 2026 or whatever. You want him to be able to look back and be like, thank you, Philadelphia Union, for
Yeah.
helping me take that step in my career, versus it being like, oh, the Union never valued me and I had to get out because I outgrew them.
Yeah.
And he's going to outgrow the Union, but let it be on a positive note versus like they were trying to hold me back.